Hey guys, Casual Crono here. The 8th anniversary has finally arrived. So we are going to check out a couple of features really quick before getting into the main story. It is April 11th, 2025. Technically the anniversary is supposed to come out on the 12th, but I live in the United States, so therefore I get the benefit of time zones. So if you go to Notices, it has the usual stuff about Facebook, discontinuation, mentions the campaign. If you log in, you get 1,000 Chronostones, and I already did that, so that was nice. I can start the main story, part 4, which I'm going to do here momentarily. Nilia is now available in the banners, and I'm going to wait and pull once I hit 5,000 stones. Now give me 5 chances to be happy or disappointed. Xion ES is also available. I'm just going to go ahead and side grade him the old-fashioned way by praying that Treatises drop, or actually ES, he'd be Codices dropping. There's a bunch of paid banners going on, including this one, the Star Dream Encounter, paid one time only. Once, I guess you do your 10 pool, and then you get a Star Dreams piece that encounters a 5-star class. And characters released as of today are part of the encounter. So you could go and spend money, do your pool, get your Star Dreams piece, and go ahead and get Nilia, like right now. So, in fact, they have Xion ES as one of the pictured pieces. So anyway, other banners. So let's see, there's some guiding star encounter. You can encounter 10 allies and get a guiding star drop, and these are the characters, I guess, that have a 5% chance. I guess there must be 20 of them, so if you use your guiding star drop, you will get one of those 20. And then your usual paid banners for the new characters, Nilia and Xion. Sidekick Edition, paid only, but you can get a character that comes with a sidekick. And another paid only, some of the Fujin Itu Ryu characters. There's your free Nilia and Julia sidekick banner and Xion ES banner. So if you're into supporting the developers and spending money, knock yourselves out, have fun. It's an anniversary. You can now skip the Burning Kurosagi Castle. And what else? More replay story feature, which honestly I've never touched in my life. Okay, adjustments. You can one-touch unlock the stellar board. So if you get someone and have over 80 light or shadow, you can click one button and unlock the whole board. Alright, skill description revamp. They've adjusted the skill descriptions to be easier to read. And there's various features including buffs, debuffs, and note only certain characters have these features, and further expansion is planned in future updates. And raised max damage value per hit. Previously it was 2.14 billion. Now one single hit can reach all the way up to 1 point shy of 10 billion. So that's going to be fun to see for characters that are capable of that. Alright, identified issues. There's a time-limited sale of Chronostones. It's displayed incorrectly. Update it to the latest version to see it. Alright, this one happened to me. I logged in earlier today before the update, and I got 50 Chronostones. I know someone on Reddit posted and said, I thought we were supposed to be getting 100 stones a day. Well, we are. There was a mistake, and the lacking 50 Chronostones are supposed to be distributed later. So if you're like me and already got your 50 stones for the day, I guess we're going to get 50 more in the future. A few other things. Some stuff with Nilia, which I don't have the character, so I don't know. Apparently, if we are in the main story, part 4, in a vehicle, it is possible to get stuck in certain areas. If that happens, tap your vehicle, and it allows you to return to your starting location. So I guess if we run across that issue, tap the vehicle. Okay, when a sidekick joins with certain sidekick equipment, the charge effects may not be realized. I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And there's some issues, I guess, with a enemy's link stance and life points and all that. So, fixed things. They have their usual list of things fixed. They have some nice artwork, of course. Popularity vote results are in. You can take a look at that. There's a user survey. It takes about 15 minutes, according to them, as long as you do it before April 23rd. Hopefully that, I don't know how seriously they take survey results, but it would be nice to think that we have some input on the direction of another Eden. And you get 100 stones if you participate in the survey. You need to know your user ID so you can see it on the title screen, or you can go to it in the menu. So that's all for notices. And I clicked on a few characters, like here's my fire team, and I checked out the skills. And to me, these skills look pretty much the same as they always did. So I'm wondering if it's the newer characters or possibly the brand new characters that have the skill revamp. However, as much as I want to run off and start the main story right away, I want to do one thing first. We are going to go to the parallel time layer, Nagsham, and we're going to check out this improved damage cap. So we are going to the new Nagsham Test dummy. My current record is 106 billion. I achieved that with my fire team, and I actually achieved that with my fire team with normal gear. I wasn't even trying, I just happened to be recording a video, I swung by, I attacked it, and oh my gosh, I beat my own record. Mainly because of Ewan. Ewan is an absolute beast. He has Elpis Hammer, Life Changer Bracelet, Power Badge, and Power of Pains. And that alone makes him a single target monster. If you have Lava Impact, in Vital Flame mode, he will take damage, but improve his own damage in Lava Impact, and he will attack again and again and again until his hit points drop below 50%, or a max of 3 times. Well, the Life Changer Bracelet absorbs damage, so he'll attack, he'll hurt himself, and then he'll heal himself. So this way, by equipping something that has absorb inflicted damage, it doesn't necessarily have to be this bracer, but as long as he absorbs his damage, he will always attack the maximum number of times because he will never drop below 50% health. So the other characters, at first I was just going to do it with my normal fire team, and then I thought, let's just have some fun. So I gave all of my characters damage improving Grastas. In Rinri's case, she has the Elpis gloves, which she doesn't normally run with, Dryad's necklace, and Power Badge. And she has a bunch of Enhancif Max HP fists. Iffy, I never use her for damage, but I gave her the Elpis Rod, and I gave her 3 Power of Pains. And Minalka gave her the Elpis Sword, Dryad's Bangle, Power Badge, and 3 Power of Agonies. For sidekicks, I looked through. Kuramaru has an aura. When speed is 300 or above, the aura kicks in and slash resistance decreases by 20%. Now, the only person doing slash damage is Minalka, and at the moment, my base speeds are not above 300%, but some of the buffs that they give themselves, Ewan in particular, he gives buffs that improve speed. So I'm thinking that he'll break 300 and trigger the aura during the fight, and that will improve Minalka's damage immediately. Most sidekicks, the sidekick has to act before some of their effects take place. So this one, I think, will take place in the AF burst that we're about to do. Oh, and then reserve characters, anything that improves Ewan's damage. So what I'm thinking, in the past, Ewan reaches damage cap pretty quickly. We used to see 1.2 or 2.147 billion in damage after about maybe the third or fourth attack. And it was lava impact doing that. So I'm really curious to see the 3 billions, 4 billions, how high is Ewan going to go? I have no idea. And I'm fairly hopeful that I can break this record as well. And for people that can't get over 100 billion, now with the damage cap removed, it might be a little bit easier if you were getting close. So, let's take a look at this, and then I will sign off and then start the main story. So, yes, I want to hit some dummies. I'm going to be very sad if I actually get less than that amount. Alright, I have my skills lined up. She might not ever... Actually, I think she heals back. I have my skills lined up. I always have debuffs, usually in the third position. So, I'm going to, for example, with Ewan, he's going to reduce fire resistance right away. Get pain on right away. And in her case, I'm going to probably just try and do... I'm probably just going to keep it nice and simple and do Doom as well, even though it doesn't really help in this fight. I have my buffs positioned in position number 2, so party buff here, self buff here, party buff here, and this one again doesn't really help, but I'm worried about pianoing, so I'm probably just going to use it anyway. And then the big attacks are always the first skills, so we're going to do all 3s, all 2s, and then just spam all 1s endlessly. Whenever I can Stellar Burst, I'll Stellar Burst, and we're just going to see what happens. So 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, and now all 1s. And let's take a look at Lava Impact. Is that 15 billion already? Come on. Overload. Eruption. Does Overkill and Stellar Burst really help me any? Yeah. Well, let's just... Yeah, let's just Mortal Senate.
I'll cut you to shreds, piece by piece.
Was that 46 billion? That would be insane if so. I think those are 2 billions. Alright, what kind of damage did we do? Oh, wow. Way less than I was expecting. I'm actually very disappointed. Maybe... Well, let's try that again, and let's try skipping Minalka's skills.
Now's the time to let loose.
We'll do 3, 3, 3, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, and then all 1s. 3, 3, 3, whoops. Oh, I messed that one up big time. Alright, let's see. There's 400 billions. So, or 400 millions. I saw 1.3. 2.9 billion. 2.5. It still went really fast. 60 billion. That's really weird. hope they didn't do some type of tweak with the AF gauge. Well, the only other team that I have that broke the 100 billion mark was my Thunder team. So let's try it out. And see if that team has any better luck. Okay. Sidekicks. I guess we could do Tetra and Gunts. Tetra's aura does not help damage at all. Let's throw in Kuramaru. Slash resistance might help with Obero. He's well, technically Orlea too. Alright, so this team was my first team to break 100 billion in damage. It had like 103 or 104 billion. And we did the same thing. We did all 3s, all 2s, all 1s. Thundercrack and Obero's skills hit damage cap, so we're going to watch those. I think in the last one I saw like 2.5 billions on occasion, so I wonder if we can get to a 3. So 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, all 1s. Alright, I think we're in the 1... Yep, we're in the 1 billion range. Rising Beat, Thundercrack. I think there's a 1.9 billion in there. So we're getting close to the old damage cap. Okay, there was some 2.5s in there. 2.9s it looks like. Oh, I think I saw a 3 billion in there. Yep, there's a 3 billion. $2.99. It sure felt it wasn't going quite as fast as before. Felt like I was able to do another stellar burst, you know, the last time I did this type of stuff. Let's see, 114 billion. Okay, so it was higher, but really wasn't that much higher. Only 10 billion more than it was before. I don't know. And this one, I used just my normal party gear. So a lot of these things, like self-healing, does not improve. Well, the enhanced combo rate was nice. I guess all of those actually helped. Those were pains. I wonder if... Did he have a plus 40? Yeah, I could have done a plus 50. In fact, might as well save that while I'm thinking about it. Like her HP badge, for example, and these weren't helping. So let's do that one more time and just see how that feels. So instead of an HP badge, let's do... I guess let's just do a power badge. And for Grasta, let's see what axe-related pain Grastas I have. Okay, Bullseye, of course, does not help during an AF burst, but the pain multiplier does. MP Consumption would. And... what was her third one? Weak point damage, not necessarily anything. And let's see, skills. Her defense to Tonneray doesn't really add to damage. Is there anything else she has that would help? Her prayers reduce damage taken. Shield. Nope. Okay. So we'll just change around her gear a little bit. And that was with those sidekicks. We'll try it one more time. And then we will go ahead and start the main storyline in a separate video. I have to mess around with my fire team and figure out what's going on there, so. You know what else I didn't do? I never did lunatic all of them. I might try to work that in. So 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, all ones. Let's try a lunatic. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rising beat, thundercrack. Alright, keep going. I think I saw 3 billion just there. There's a 1.7. There's a 3 billion. Alright, keep going. Sure feels like the stellar gauge is a little slower than normal. And let's see what we got this time. This was with lunatics. 103. I say 103 like that's a small amount. That's still an incredible amount, I realize that. If I had not lunaticked, I would have had at least 4 extra attacks, so plus or minus, whatever. Well, either way, I think I did see a few 3 billion damages in there. So no 999, 999, 999 which made me a little sad. I was hoping to see like 4 billion, 5 billion, 6 billion, but I guess that gives us a goal to work for. All right. I have 3,000 stones. You get 1,000 simply for starting chapter 115 and the final part of the story. So that would give me 4,400, and each chapter usually rewards 100 stones. So hopefully I'll get my 5,000 and attempt my Nelia pulls probably later tonight or tomorrow. So is this the paid? What are the bonuses? If I do 5 pulls and don't get her, I'll get her tome. Yay. 10,000, I get a 10% chance of gainer. And let's see, here's Shion's banner. You get 1 codex for 5 pulls, and of course the 10% chance every 10 pulls, 15 pulls, 20, about every 5,000 after that. And Shion's alters another style. I have to stop and think about that. That banner still has about a week left as well. What's this one? Paid, 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 paid. Okay, well, for me, that's all I got access to right now. Alright, well, anyway, so that covers the anniversary stuff, that covers the removed damage cap, and let's go ahead and pause here and set up for the main story. Hope this helps. Casual Crono, signing out.